now you should be able to hear me. Sorry about that, y'all. So let me just start over. Last night was Monday night. I wasn't thinking about Queen's Court. I saw the videos from Madison and Kaya doing their performance in DC. They were warmly received. They did a good show. There was no fighting or wig being pulled off or nothing like that. So I'm not thinking about Queen's Court. Even though it was Monday, yesterday, last night, I was not thinking one iota about the Queen's Court docket, Kaya, T.S. Madison, not on my purview at all. Not at all. Meanwhile, my phone starts going off because, of course, I subscribed and I hit the little notification bell, so I'm getting notifications. And I'm like, notifications for what? Well, I click on the darn thing, and I'll be darned if there ain't videos being posted by Kaya and Madison. So I'm like, oh, so is Queen's Court back again? Because I wasn't looking for Queen's Court until March 19th, okay? And I didn't plan on even thinking about Kaya or T.S. Madison, honestly, until March the 1st. And even then, it would be the countdown to the 19th. That's 20 days, honey. That's 3 weeks. So, I'm not thinking about that. Honestly, I'm not thinking about anything in the YouTube streets. I got other stuff going on. We had a special election here in February. Have to find out the results of that. There's other elections that are coming up. I went to the legislative district town hall meeting Saturday, and then there's more meetings coming up for the rest of this month, which is almost over, and then the beginning of March. So that's what I'm thinking about, politically speaking, what's going on. Trying to watch and see what's going to be done about the NRA and about this kid, Nicholas Cruz, who shot up 17 people, and what's his deal. Looking at the adoptive family that had him for 2 years, what the hell happened over there at their house, that in 2 years they turned a nun killer into a mass shooter. And that boy didn't look happy at all. Not at all. And he didn't just lose his mind on Valentine's Day. I also think that it's poetic that he did the shooting on Valentine's Day, the day for love. Maybe it was the day that he really saw that nobody loves him. But you know what? He needed to love himself. But that's hard to do when you're crazy. And believe me, I'm from Texas. I know crazy. I know crazy very well. Okay, so being from Texas, I know crazy real well. And Nicholas did not look crazy to me. He just looked incredibly sad. And maybe he was envious of other people. And I watched Cardi B this weekend. Something I don't never hardly do, child. Cardi was saying about these shooters that it's always a certain kind of a kid. It's never the jock or the cheerleader or the majorette or the class president that's becoming a mass shooter. It is a certain kind of a kid who is an outsider that people pick on and whatnot. That's who the shooters become. And she was saying, leave these kids alone. Stop bullying these kids. And I can tell you one thing for sure. There hasn't been any mass shootings in Washington State. And even though there's been some shakeups at the university level, grade school, middle school, high school, there's nothing going on, and I'll tell you why I think that it is. There's very few attractive kids in Washington. These kids are not super good looking. They're not super smart. They're not, I mean, even Bill Gates had a learning disability. I forget what it is, but his dad thought he was an idiot, and his dad just passed away. May he rest in peace. But Bill Gates couldn't be an attorney. But here in Washington State, he was able to become a billionaire, and he married very well. And that's something that is done here in Washington State. If you are unattractive, if you are dumb, or definitely not one of the people that are loved and admired in our society, i.e. sports people, beautiful people, you know, Kim Kardashian couldn't have made it in Washington State, baby. That if Kim Kardashian had been in Washington State, that girl would have never been promoted here. Never been promoted here. You ain't gonna find no Kim Kardashian coming up out of Seattle. Ever. Ever. And I'm basically new to Seattle, but it's just based on what I see. And what I see is the more beautiful you are, tall, smart, attractive, got it going on, you ain't gonna get no support in Washington State, boo. And that's just the way it is. Kim Kardashian couldn't make it here. George Clooney couldn't make it here. Angelina Jolie, hell to the no. Anybody. Jennifer Aniston, yep. This is a state for Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston can make it here. You know, and the older she gets, the more masculine she looks. Oh, yes. Washington State is a place for people like Jennifer Aniston. People who, I gotta tell you, it's one of the main reasons why I travel so much. In order to see good looking people, in order to talk to intelligent people, in order to hear somebody's life story and it doesn't include heroin or crack, I travel. I travel. Why I came here? I'm gonna tell you why. My sons are very attractive. Were. I'll say it like that, were. Joseph was. Jonathan was. Intelligence, average. Book sense, average. Street sense, not at all. And I'm going to tell you something else. Both of them had a sinister vein in them. A sinister vein in them. So no, they wasn't perfect. In California, they had a hard time. They had a hard time. And here in Seattle, there was one boy that I remember who ran track with Jonathan, and he could see right through Jonathan. He saw things in Jonathan that I didn't see. That I was completely oblivious to, because I couldn't, it wasn't who I saw my son as being. And it is something that a lot of mothers have, and I think it's something that you need to have, especially if you are the mother of Genghis Khan, if you are the mother of Hitler, if you, there's just, you have to have a certain blind spot when you are raising a child that is not the jock, not the school president. When you are raising a child that is less than, in the acceptable ways of the culture and the community, then you've got to have because you've got to try to stay positive. But anyway, getting back to what it is that I was saying. So I'm not thinking about Queen's Court at all. I get these notifications. First one is Kaya. Here's my problem with that one. She's talking about the trademark and the website. It's not yours. It's not yours. However, right after the first video after the Monique incident, I remember Kaya saying explicitly she can have it. She can have Queen's Court. I'm not doing it anymore. She can have it. That's what that girl said. And people said, somebody's in Maddie's ear, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? Somebody's been in Kaya's ear too, because she obviously has forgotten that she said that. So now, why is it a big deal after going to D.C.? Because Madison is moving on with the Queen's Court, and that Queen's Court is going to be even bigger and better without Kaya, and so she wants to kick up a dust. Well, it's too late now, because it's on video. It is on video, and I'm quite sure that plenty of YouTubers caught that. You said Madison could have it. You said that you didn't invest anything into Queen's Court, which says a lot about you. That's very immature, I think, because grown people know they gotta pay. Grown people know ain't nothing free. So you're gonna put stuff up there on YouTube and not invest anything in it, and that's okay. You want to go to the next level. I'm doing it with this other person, and they're putting money into it. We need to discuss that. Even if I got a roommate and we don't even own the property, but we're both staying there, we split the rent. I can't stay there just because I was the first person in the place and this other person moved in and they're supposed to pay all the rent. Come on, Kaya. Come on. And now you're moving out and letting this person have it. Well, they're the ones that's been paying all this time. Why should you stay? Because you were the first one in the place? Girl, bye. That tells me a lot about you, girl. I really thought that you had more sense than that. And when you said Maddie can have it, I thought that was the end of it. Then you're going to come with this video last night? You must have, somebody in your ear. Are you crazy? And maybe a little bit of both. But, honey, you can't stay if you don't pay. And if you're not paying today, and you still living there, I mean, you done moved on. You said you ain't doing it no more. So what we talking about? What is there a discussion about? Kaya, Shimon, come on, girl, please. I can't even believe you. I can't even believe you. It's so disappointing because I do not like for people to have the audacity to be human when I'm watching their YouTube. How dare you? Or as Madison would say, how dare you? Girl. So you're not a superhero? You just a regular person, just regular people. You did tell us that. You're not a celebrity, you just Kaya. Bless your heart, honey. I'll be really looking for the special ones. I gotta tell you, I really do. I look for special people, interesting people, people that are able to duck and move, baby, navigate this thing. You know? And maybe that's what's wrong with, that's my problem. I was telling a friend of mine this weekend that I know what the reality is in politics, but I'm an idealist. You know? I'm an idealist. and I look for the ideal, and I try to protect that because I think it's the best thing in us when we're putting our best foot forward, and we can overcome our imperfections. We can overcome our flaws. We can succeed despite our flaws. That's what I be looking for. It was my hope as a mother. It's my hope as a daughter. You know, maybe that's my flaw. And I hope and pray that I can overcome it. So anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. I'm not even going into what Madison said because she said it before. She said it to Monique. We know that she's the investor. But normally, the producer and the investor is not on camera, Maddie. The producer, the investor, is not on camera. And when they are, they don't say, I put this money in it. Tyler ain't never did that, boo. You in Atlanta. Damn. When has Tyler Perry ever said, I put this money in this? And Tyler had problems with his show in the beginning. That's why he ended up in the dress. He had another actress who was supposed to play that part, and she didn't show up, and the show had to go on, and Tyler put the dress on. But he did not say to us, because, honey, I've been watching Tyler from the beginning. Tyler did not say about how he put all his money into that show and how he was homeless in his car and all that. Tyler didn't bring it up, honey. Take it as a lesson. Tyler never, ever talked about the money that he has lost, especially during the show. Never. And he's had a lot of drama and putting those shows together. I've seen, matter of fact, you know this, because I remember going to see Smokey Joe's Cafe with Gladys Knight, honey, in Houston, back in the day. And that show was late. They were having technical issues, opening night. That's right. I took my son to see that show. He was a small kid, but we were all into that. Music and stuff like that. My kids were very much into that, and I wanted to support their dreams and aspirations. And we were always in the theater district, and we always received tickets and stuff because I was working for the Catholic Church, and they always sent us stuff. I was in the Office of African American Ministries. Anything that black folks was doing, they made sure that my office was invited and we got tickets. So best believe I was at everything. And I remember Gladys Knight being in H-Town, baby, and her show didn't go right. She had technical difficulties. So what the? I'm not going to say that. What in the Sam hell is wrong with you and Kaya with that little petty stuff that happened on the night that y'all was supposed to interview Monique? Monique was recording. Monique was chilling. You know why? Because this kind of stuff happens all the time. It happens at Beyonce's show. It happens. I saw it happen to the Ghetto Boys. I saw it happen to NWA. I saw it happen to what's his name? LL Cool J. He was running around that stage like a chicken with his head cut off. Mic wasn't working. Yes, honey, this happens. And you know what? Nobody just walks off and nobody quits their show. Nobody breaks their partnership behind technical friggin' difficulties. Between a house full of punks. Girl, nobody does that. Nobody in the business. And Kaya's supposed to have been in the business 4 years, know what's going on, but what? The business ain't supposed to work that way for her. It worked that way for Beyonce. She had technical difficulties. I saw her on the show saying, somebody gonna get fired. She said it on the mic because the show was not running right. And somebody probably did get fired, but that show went on. Best believe the show went on. You know? I know Lady Gaga canceled some tour dates. Kanye West canceled some tour dates. But they got more than one multi-platinum hit. No shade, Kaya, but it is what it is. I just wish I would take a break, baby. Take a break. Give us a break for the rest of February. Do me a solid. My birthday is February 22nd. Happy birthday to me. I don't hear Boo Scott Diddley from T.S. Madison or Kaya. That would work for me. Can y'all do that for me? Huh? I'm an old lady. Senior citizen. I get my discount coffee from Dennis. It's gonna be my birthday soon. I'm gonna be in LA on the 22nd. 2 days from now. Can y'all I don't even know why I'm asking. But I want to say to God above, if the Lord please, if you could keep Kaya and T.S. Madison off of the internet for 2 days, please, Lord, that will work for me. Or I'm just going to have to unsubscribe from y'all because I just need some peace. I just need some peace for a couple of days because I'm really disappointed. This is why I don't like most young people. Y'all are very disappointing. The ones that are doing what they're supposed to do, I like them. What is wrong with this food? I like young people who know what to do and do what they're supposed to do. For me, myself, I had very little guidance. Okay? And what I was being guided to do, honey, I ain't into that. If y'all were paying attention to me, y'all may have been able to peep that game. But I even talked to James Caldwell about it. And James was, gave me some good advice, which he just confirmed what I felt in the first place, Honey, iron sharpens iron. That's what I gotta say to anybody watching this. Iron sharpens iron. So whether you are, I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm at 28 minutes and 4 of that was dead air. But I'm gonna go in here and relax myself. That's what I'm gonna do. All right. So wish me a happy birthday. Think about me on the 22nd. Send me some love, blessings, and well wishes, my dears. And I'll be blessing y'all too on my special day. All right. Love, peace, and hair grease, y'all. Bye.